Do 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 do.
You know what, dude?
You know what, dude? You know what, dude?
Saw dudes! Welcome back.
dudes.
Sorry, dude.
Saw dude! Welcome back. We
Saw
are
dude.
at episode 6 of our podcast, what was formerly known as You Know What, Dude, and is now known as Ridiculous Minds.
Mhm.
You have myself, Reskos 27. We have, he's over this side, Skemptobird. And we have down here, Stubbs McGee.
That's me.
Say hi to the camera, Stubbs.
Hi, camera.
There we go.
Yeah,
That's
you
it.
tell that camera. Tell him.
Couple things I want to mention. So obviously, we mentioned it last episode, but we did change our name. We got a new logo. Looks real good.
Mm-hmm.
Sure does.
We added the logo onto our intro, so we're establishing ourselves, and leave your feedback for us down below
Thanks.
on whatever platform you're listening on. Thank you.
Appreciate it. So what's up,
All
gentlemen? Cheers, everyone.
You matter
Hey,
to us.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
What are you drinking there, Stein?
This
Red
is a
Stripe.
nice bottle of Red Stripe.
Mm.
They call it that because it has a red stripe on it.
Going back to your roots
got
in
it.
Jamaica.
With the name.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Mhm.
All the way back.
Your Yiddish roots in Jamaica. Nice.
My Yiddish roots in Jamaica. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Need that.
I got a stateside vodka soda pineapple.
Hell yeah, dude. I bet it's delicious.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I have got an Elijah Craig small batch bourbon
Nice.
with in my
Eli
imagine.
Craigery.
Yep, that's it. That's what they
Gregory.
call it.
Yep.
Craigery.
So, gentlemen, shall we start off like we always do?
We sure shall.
We sure
We're not changing this.
shall. It is time
Ooh.
for Steinisms. Nah, 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 nah,
Really?
nah, nah.
Stein.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
You know what, dude?
Yes,
Exactly.
we're going over to our Steinisms. So Stubbs, I would like to start us off this.
have
this time.
at it, Haas.
All right, so Stein, I would like you to tell us. Don't look at me like that. That's gross. You look like a
Oh.
turtle.
I tried.
I would like you to tell us how they determined who tried new foods to see if they were poisonous.
Okay. Hold that thought.
What are you?
Did you just deep throat a pickle on this podcast?
No, I took a bite. I took a bite of it. What do you mean? That's just
You know
how
what
I
I
eat
mean?
pickles.
Hold on.
That's just
Hold-
how I
hold
eat
on,
pickles.
hold on.
What are you talking?
Though, seriously, instead of just taking it and taking a bite, you went like this and went like that. You were like,
Yeah, that's.
He was. I'll tell you
it's a-
exactly what he was
You're supposed to
doing.
eat them.
turtle.
Because this is a classic Stein move.
He didn't want
He
the,
was
he didn't want
stalling
the
for time.
vinegar drippings.
No, he had no idea what he was going to say, so he was stalling for time.
No, I wasn't stalling for time because I forgot the question. No, I didn't forget the question. Who tried foods first to make sure they weren't poisonous?
No,
Got it.
How they determined
Oh,
who,
how they
fa-
determine.
who
Yeah.
tried first.
Okay. So let me tell you how I typically do that because I find myself in that scenario very often. With a group of people.
Yeah.
Where we're all kind of just sitting in front of some berries in the woods and we're like, how are we gonna figure out who's gonna, test that out? So usually what we do is we take turns licking whatever food it is until somebody starts hallucinating. And then the person who starts hallucinating first, they have to be the one to test it. Now I don't know if that's how it's traditionally done. That was perfected. We came to that conclusion after many a time of trying poisonous food. There were several casualties before we came to this conclusion, and there's going to be several more, honestly. Before all that, what they used to do was they had something called ranked choice voting. I don't know if you ever heard of that. It's real popular in some countries. And they did that.
All right.
Yeah, they pretty much just voted. Yeah.
They
And
just
whoever
voted
got
on
So
the
to
person they
sum up,
hated.
vote.
Uh-huh. Well, see,
That
the tricky
that
thing is,
entire
though-
explanation.
Vote!
So that
Well-
entire explanation boils down to we voted.
What? Yes, but what they found was the person who got voted was always the stupidest one in the room. And they didn't like that. You know, society didn't. So what they started doing is they would still cast the votes, but then they would just pick someone random. So the votes didn't actually matter.
Oh,
So-
so the Electoral College.
Yes. Except the Electoral College is made up of the various poisonous foods.
Oh.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So they kind of help. They have a little bit of say in like how it's done and how it's, you know, who does it,
Mm-hmm.
who eats that shit. But yeah. See, you see
Sick,
how I ate
dude.
that pickle just then? I was actually testing it to make sure it was not poisonous because
Why don't you
I
just
was
lick it?
voted. Well, I already did
Can
that.
you
before-
do that
before we
instead
recorded.
right now?
Oh yeah, dude.
This is going on YouTube, just so you know.
There it is. That's how we test it right there, folks. That is the
There it goes. Oh. Oh, yeah. Yeah, gobble it up.
oh god.
Oh fuck, it's poisonous. Oh no. Oh god, guys. I'm gonna who shit my pants.
Now
Fuck.
here's a question. What kind of pickle is it? I'm guessing
Ooh,
kosher
good.
dill.
Believe it or not, it is a kosher half sour.
Ooh, I do love half
Mhm.
sour pickles. By whom?
Both are great. This is I think it's
Gherkin.
store brand. I think it's actually store brand, but it's very good.
Mm,
It's got a nice crunch to it.
man, Grillo's pickles, dude.
I actually have some Grillo's pickles in the fridge too.
I have never tried Grillo's pickles.
Grillo's pickles. Their
Very good.
half sours are.
I have not had their half sour.
Yeah, their dill and spicy dill are insane.
Mhm.
They have a pickle. They have a pickled de gallo.
I got that too.
It is so good with chips and stuff. So good.
It's really good.
have to try
Great
it.
on burgers. But yeah.
Ooh,
Oh yeah.
that's
Mhm. Good shit.
All right.
Okay,
Well,
Stein.
yes. Stubbs.
How was the internet invented?
I can sum that up for you real quick. It wasn't.
What?
Let me explain.
elaborate.
Yes, please.
The internet, much like animals, was created through a process of evolution. So we started with a you might call it a primordial soup,
Mm-hmm.
believe it or not.
Jim was involved
Um,
again with this one.
Jim, no, this was Jeremy.
Beginning.
In the beginning, yeah, no,
In
this
the
was
beginning.
this was Jeremy. Now Jeremy, this was a different primordial soup. Jim made his primordial soup way before, right? And now Jeremy comes into the picture. I think it's Jeremy Renner, actually. Believe it or not. And he made this soup, and all of a sudden, all these memes started just popping out of it. I think there was one about some kid named Finger. There was all these things that just started popping out of this soup, and then over time, they all kind of just collected together and formed the internet. It formed kind of like a web, of like gross.
How did they get
memeness.
connected?
With the with the web, there was a big web of just like
Lies.
memes and like grime, and I think a little bit of maybe some like bodily
Dried
fluids
spit?
too. Dried spit was in there.
Bodily
just like the-
fluids, huh?
just like the bowl that the primordial soup was in, the web was also partially made out of dried spit, and bodily fluids, yes, such as dried spit. And then over time, this web just grew and grew and grew.
What web?
To net status. This web that formed out of the soup
Oh,
with the memes on it, and it eventually this web evolved into a net, and they called it the internet.
I love it. That is a great
And,
I
explanation.
think that was the worst, like the most confusing explanation you've given so far.
Yes, because it didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So
At least the other ones had an actual like. I don't want to say premise because there wasn't
Yeah, like
one, but like a premise.
plot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, this
Like,
one.
yeah,
This one was
Jeremy
just
wasn't
like-
catapulting at 88 miles an hour to freaking go back and make the internet.
First of all, Jeremy predates Macy's, so that's not possible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got to get the whole timeline together of Stein lore.
So do you know the exact recipe for this web that formed? Because you said there was bodily fluids. You said there was a bunch
I
of
think there was
memes.
dirt or stuff. I heard
Well, the
something
web
about
doesn't
dirt.
have a recipe because it came out of the soup. The soup has a recipe.
Well, what was the recipe for the soup then?
Is that the primordial soup?
Yeah, the primordial soup, part 2. Yeah. So
Light
there was
and Jim.
Jim he did contribute to the soup a little bit. I think
Yeah.
part of him was in it.
Mhm.
There was also prime, ordeal, and soup were all key
Okay.
ingredients.
So like they
I
threw
think-
an Amazon Prime box in there.
Yeah, an Amazon Prime box, which weirdly enough came before the internet. You wouldn't think because that doesn't make any sense, but it did.
They used to
what's-
send mail into Amazon, and then Amazon would send them the package.
Yeah.
Now, do you
Exactly,
mean like
that's what
prime ordeal soup? What are we doing?
Yeah, where are we? Who are
Who are
you
you?
people?
Sorry, who are
Are
you?
my mom?
Clint.
Shoddy.
Oh no! All
I
right.
can't even watch you eat that fucking pickle. Dude. I feel like you'd be the person. Like, I feel like you'd be the type of therapist that would sit there while your patient was laying on the couch, and you would be eating a pickle with a knife and fork.
No, just
Pardon
the
me.
knife. You'd stab it.
No,
and
not
then
even.
chew
He would just
off
like
the
he would
end.
just cut off these little pieces of pickle and then just.
I'll make my own pickle de gallo as I'm just there running the therapy sesh. You know, I can't believe you call me a therapist. Nobody's ever done that before. That's weird.
Yeah, seems weird to me.
All right. You know what?
Therapist
You
core.
know what, dude?
Yeah, dude. That's me.
You know, dude.
Therapist
dude?
core.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, especially this shirt right here. This is really therapist core.
That's actually pretty poignant for the internet question.
Yeah, I got the offline and the things going on here.
What is that?
I don't know what it
even
is.
know what that is.
I don't know. It's like a vapor wavy kind of thing. I think very like early internet. Here, I'll stand up.
Oh yeah. Is that like a band or something?
No, I got it at PAX last year.
Oh, last year.
Mm,
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
nice.
Cool, dude.
Sick, bro.
Yeah, it says offline. I don't know. I don't know if anybody ever taught you how to read, but if they didn't, this says O, and then a fline.
Oh, flying.
Oh,
Yeah.
flying.
What
Yeah,
is
you know,
what is
like-
the
Is that- is
O
that
in
Irish?
flying stand for?
Oh, flying.
Flinigans.
Yeah.
The O stands for
We went to that
Oh,
pub
that-
in Boston. Oh, Flanagan's pub.
Mm-hmm.
Did we?
No.
I didn't think so. Oh yeah, we did. No, yeah, yep.
You really had to ruin the joke like that, huh, buddy?
Who?
Who?
Stein.
Who are you? I would never ruin a
Mom,
joke. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, that's good. Pretty good one. That is what my mom does. Yes.
Right.
If you're watching this, mom, I think it's pretty accurate.
She's a wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube woman.
Wacky inflatable arm waving tube man. Yeah, that's
Wacky
was not
waving
what he said.
inflatable arm flailing tube woman.
arm flailing
Wacky
waving arm
waving
armable.
inflatable arm flailing tube woman.
Arm tube woman flailing armable.
Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube woman.
Woman with flailing tube arms.
Close.
That might be inflatable.
That's, you know what, we're gonna stick with it because that's pretty accurate still.
That's as close as we're gonna get, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude. Off in whose camper they
So-
were whacking.
Oh.
Um,
Oh my.
camper?
Yep.
Were we whacking?
No. Stein. Stubbs and I have something to share with you that we have not shared yet.
I
Oh,
forgot
Jesus
all
fucking
about
Christ,
this,
here we
dude.
go.
It's so good.
The other day we were just chatting, Stubbs and I shooting the breeze,
Hold on. Let me get
and I thought it would be fun if
Shooting the breeze?
yeah, that's a thing people say, right?
I never
Yeah,
heard
it's
it.
a
Stubbs,
thing.
have you heard that before?
I've
see?
heard it many times in my
Yeah.
97 years on this planet.
There you go. Almost had to correct you.
Yeah.
Did you just fucking I hate you. I hate you so
Did you
much.
just shove the rest of that pickle in your mouth?
You went like this.
2 hours later.
Are you good now? Can I continue?
Hold on.
No?
No, let's just. What the?
I feel like we need to leave this in.
This is absolutely staying in.
Look at him. He's trying so hard not to die.
Dude, just chew. He's gonna get fucking. You're gonna see a friggin' pickle seed come out his friggin' nostril.
3 weeks later.
All right, I'm good.
Holy crap, dude! That was a struggle.
So, while Stubbs and I were shooting the breeze the other day, I thought it
Not
would
a
be
thing.
fun if we had. It is. I thought it would be fun if we had AI create a song that describes each of us. Oh
no.
yeah,
They're so
Oh, no.
good.
they're
Oh, no.
real good. So Stubbs is going to read these songs that we have created.
Is there an order you would like me to go in?
You do you, pal.
All right, I'll start from the top. So this is my song, a song of Stubbs and fire.
Ooh, Stubbs and fire.
Yeah, I don't think I was just riffing off George R.R. Martin, but
Pretty good, dude.
so basically we goes verse, chorus, verse 2, chorus, bridge, chorus, outro. The choruses are the same in every single song, so I'm only going to read the chorus once.
Okay.
So that's this like the true nature of the song, the format of the song is going to be a little different than what I am actually reading. But I'll let you know when it does that. Verse 1. Stubbs, they call him down by the diner. Hold on, I can't even finish the sentence. It's so good.
What?
Stubbs, they call him down by the diner. One sleeve hanging loose. Hair turning salt and pepper, face etched with life's blues. Lost his arm in a factory way back when he was young. But that ain't stopped Stubbs from singing his own victory song. Here's the chorus. He slings coffee mugs with a practiced ease, balancing trays with one-handed breeze. Spins a yarn with a twinkle in his eye. Stubbs, the one-armed wonder, never asks why. Verse 2. Got a story for every scar that lines his weathered skin, from fishing trips to bar fights, the good times and the sin. He talks of love lost and lessons learned the hard way, but never a hint of bitterness, not a single word of dismay. Then it goes back to the chorus, and then to the bridge it goes, some folks might pity him, see the missing part, but Stubbs ain't got time for a broken heart. He's got a spirit stronger than any steel, a one-man army, always ready to deal. Then it goes back to the chorus, and then here's the outro. So raise a mug to Stubbs, the man who's overcome, a reminder that life's a battle, but the toughest ones are won. With a smile and a song and a heart that's true blue, Stubbs, the one-armed wonder, inspires all he sees you do.
Wow.
So what do you think
I-
of that, Stein? Let's break this down.
The one-man army is what really got me because it's kind of
I
a pun.
enjoyed the sleeveless comment.
The
sleeveless
first
is
line is the
amazing.
best one.
The
sleeve
sleeveless
hanging
comment is
loose.
incredible. That's
Sleeve.
so good.
Sleeve. My whole thing is that I feel like they think that I'm some sort of like diner waiter, like I'm a cook or somebody at a diner.
Yeah.
They're just like AI is just assuming that this one like one-armed guy is just slinging coffees and plates over at the diner. It's like I'm a war veteran that was like that is now like a busser at like a local diner to like avoid
Yeah.
like being in any sort of stressful situation.
Dude,
Even
you
though
can feel
restaurants
that
are the most stressful fucking place you could possibly be.
pretty much. You could fill that loose sleeve with a bunch of coffee mugs too.
Bro, I filled my loose sleeve with so many beers in college, people had no idea what was going on.
That's fucking awesome.
Hell yeah,
I
brother.
smuggled so many beers into dorms through
'Cause
like
what
oh dude,
What are they gonna say? Show us your arm.
that's exactly right.
Unsleeve yourself.
Dude, I made so much money off that too.
That's fair.
Sleeved
fair.
or unsleeved?
Oh, unsleeved.
Wow.
Yep. All right.
All right, next one.
On to the next song. Is this the one I think it is?
Dude. I'm gonna start this by reading what Reskos wrote as to how for AI to write this song.
Okay. Let's hear it.
Write me a song about a young, short Jewish man who dresses up like a therapist named Stein.
Wait.
There we go.
I like how it sounds like I'm dressing up as a therapist that's named Stein, but I'm not actually Stein. I'm just dressing up as someone named Stein.
Exactly. So, you're right. This is about a guy who wants to be like a therapist named Stein.
It sure is.
All right,
Oh boy.
here we go. Jesus Christ.
This one's great.
Stein the Shrink, barely 5'2", a sight so unique, young and twinkle-toed, in a vintage 3-piece he'll speak. No Park Avenue pad, just a thrift store armchair on the street. But for your emotional woes, his empathy runs deep. Oh, so sweet. Here's the chorus. No fancy degree, just a yarmulke filled with flair. Listens to your drama with a perfectly coiffed hair. Lockies and locks on a plate, a Freudian slip he might make. Stein the therapist, for goodness sake. Dude, it's so good. Wow. Verse 2, dating app burnout, feeling unseen and unliked. Stein's got a Torah verse, wisdom cleverly spiked. He'll talk about self-love with a wink and a grin so wide, reminding you you're a mensch, gotta hold your head high. And then it goes into the chorus. And then the bridge is, some might scoff at his age, a therapist so young, they say. But Stein's got chutzpah, and his insights pave the way. He'll reference TikTok trends and Bubby's kitchen soup, too, leaving you with a hope, feeling brand new. And then it goes back to the chorus. And then here's your outro, Stein.
Oh.
So if your life's a mess and your feelings in a whirl, Stein's the answer for a therapy unfurl. With a thumbs up and a smile and a kombucha to boot, Stein the therapist will help you find your loot.
I hate kombucha.
That was the one thing you took away. I hate kombucha.
It's not good.
My favorite is
okay,
is there's no fancy degree, just a yarmulke tilted with flair.
It's fucking fantastic. Can you please send me that? I need this.
Yeah.
Wow. That speaks to me. I think
Google Gemini is so much fun to mess with.
Yep.
I actually just downloaded it yesterday. I started messing with it some more. That's fantastic.
Jeez.
Oh, yeah. Wait till you hear mine.
I'm all ears.
Next time. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead.
Write me
Wow.
a song about a young tall man who is 48 years old at heart, girthy, and screams a lot of video games, named Reskos. Again,
Him.
he screams
games
at
named
video
Reskos.
games named Reskos.
Wow.
All right.
Fun fact, I spent so much time writing that sentence because the named sign or named Reskos, I tried to put like in the middle of the sentence to make it sound better, and it just wouldn't take it. It
Weird.
was like, I have no idea what you're asking me.
Huh.
All right. Reskos on the screen, a sight to behold, tall and imposing, a story untold. 48 years young, his spirit unbound, a gamer with passion, a laughter-filled sound. Chorus. He streams on Twitch with a heart full of glee, girth, and good humor for all to see. His voice cracks the sky with every exciting play. Reskos the streamer screams the stress away. He tackles the games with a fervor so bright, his chair might groan softly under his might. But don't let that fool you, his skills are refined, a master of moments, a champion of his kind. Then it goes back to the chorus, and the bridge is, some folks might chuckle at his joyful display, but laughter's contagious throughout the long day. He builds a community where all feel embraced, a haven for gamers, a welcoming space. And then the chorus, and then it goes to the outro. So raise your controller and join in the cheer for Reskos the streamer with laughter and fear. He screams and he laughs with a joyful might, a gaming giant, a glorious sight.
Wow.
Wow.
All
Girth
of these
and
were
good
out-
humor.
Yep. Girth and good humor.
Fantastic.
Describes me perfectly, am I
Mhm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
You know
These
what
are
my
all-
favorite part
These are amazing.
of that was? Of mine specifically,
Mm.
is that nowhere in the prompt did I say anything about Twitch.
Yep.
I just
That's
said I
fair.
scream at video games.
And they're like, yep, he streams.
Yep. Exactly.
Plays video games. Girthy. He plays
That's-
Easter. Yeah.
That's incredible. Those are some of the. That's so good. You can use
Wow.
Google Gemini for that.
Yeah.
Nice.
I gotta start using that more. That's incredible.
That's
Oh yeah. Fantastic.
God,
Yeah.
we all
All it
got
takes
fucking
is a
theme songs
sentence.
now.
Oh, it's so good. It's so
Yeah.
good.
You know, I saw they were they're adding Google Gemini into things like Google Messages and Gmail now so that you can easily search for stuff.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. One of the things they're doing is they're putting it into Google Photos, and then like you'll be able to search in your photo library like short man, and it'll just pull up pictures.
Ooh.
It's crazy. I was watching a video on it because they just had Google I/O the other day, which is like their big conference. Oh, Stubbs found something.
Breaking. Just in. The New Hampshire State Senate just passed HB 1633. And we now have marijuana legalization in the state of New Hampshire.
Let's go.
Fuck
So
yeah,
it is-
wait. Are we the last state in the Northeast?
Yeah.
That's awkward.
Word.
I think
It still
so.
has to go. It still has to get signed by the governor, but this is the first time it's passed the Senate.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that is
So
awesome.
now we'll have legalization in the state.
Hell
the
yeah.
And now I
thing
don't have to
about
drive to
marijuana-
Massachusetts to get gummies.
the thing about
true.
marijuana is like, look,
cannabis.
at this point, in my opinion, regardless of how you feel about somebody smoking,
Yep.
they should just pass it because the state will make so much fucking money.
Right. Oh, they're going to tax the bejesus out of it. It's the only thing we have taxed.
Yeah. It's, yeah.
Fair. Yeah. Yeah.
I just don't see any reason. Like, so many states are doing it now. And so many states, it's proven that all of these states are getting this much money from it, this much money from it. And it's like, the states that aren't legalizing it, first of all, I feel like a lot of them are probably, I don't know this for certain, but I feel like a lot of them are the like middle southern states. Am I
Yep.
correct in saying that?
I think so. Yeah.
Well, around the
I don't
Bible
know.
Belt. Yeah.
They're missing out on so much money.
Mm-hmm.
It's
It's not about
Yeah.
the money, dude. The principle.
And think about all. Yes,
Those-
principle.
But
What
those same
principle?
people are drinking and smoking cigarettes and all this other stuff, and it's just like, why?
Mhm.
No, I'm with you.
Not to mention all the crack.
Oh yeah, everywhere, dude.
Yeah. God, I love
Why
crack.
don't we should legalize that. I would
Crack?
You know, that'd be fantastic. Oh yeah.
I mean, there's an argument to be made for the legalization of all controlled substances.
That's fair.
Is there?
I mean, there's an argument to be made because if you can make it more, if you can legalize them and make it regulated, people aren't going to be going after things that could kill them, like with crack that's laced with friggin' like drain
something.
cleaner and shit. Then
Yeah.
people aren't dying. Like, there's an argument to be made for any side of that. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm just saying that
There was a lot of different angles there.
right. And I'm not saying that I'm an expert in any of that by any means. I'm just saying that an argument can be made that legalizing everything, you're then allowing people to self-govern instead of the government doing it for you. Like
Become
people,
ungovernable.
right? So it's just people can make their own decisions. Legalize it. Let the people make their own decisions. So.
Yeah, I mean, there was that time when Charmin Ultra Soft wasn't legalized, and they had to legalize that in all the states, and now look where we are.
What
is with you and Charmin Ultra Soft? Hang on, we're gonna get to the bottom of this on this very podcast. Why are you so obsessed with Charmin Ultra Soft?
Can we get an impression of Christopher Walken talking about Charmin Ultra Soft from you, Stein?
Yeah, hold on. Let me get ready. Let me get in Christopher Walken. All right, hold on.
Yeah, that was
We
a
try
great warm
again.
up. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was
It was a vocal warm. It was like that me.
yeah. Yeah, the Charmin Ultra Soft mother. It's pretty much it right there.
Wow.
Everything is always Arnold. It's
Yeah,
always
Why
Arnold
is
Schwarzenegger.
everything Arnold with you?
Because the only other, I think the closest I could get to Christopher Walken is like William Shatner, to be honest.
I mean, same
Mother,
cadence.
where I have Charmin Ultra Soft.
Exactly.
There we go.
Yeah, same
That's-
cadence, but I can't do the Christopher Walken.
Gotcha.
So, why are you so obsessed with Charmin Ultra Soft?
And why not Charmin Ultra Strong? Because it's clearly the Ultra Strong is a superior product.
Now hold on a second. Mike Wazowski said several years ago that Mother, we are out of Charmin Ultra Soft. So that's the inspiration.
Wait,
Mike
hang
Wazowski
on.
saying it.
This whole thing that you have had for
based off
years
Monsters,
at
Inc.
this point is
Yeah.
based off of one meme that you saw of Mike Wazowski.
Yeah, dude, let me find it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, well, I mean, come on.
Do you think Mothman
username-
wipes his butt with Charmin Ultra Soft or Charmin Ultra Strong?
Absolutely. Ultra Soft.
I disagree. It's got to be Ultra
Ultra strong.
Ultra Strong.
For sure.
You know what? Maybe Ultra Strong just because I hear he has a spiky butt.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But even so, you'd be tearing the shit out of it.
No, he's
Well,
putting
no,
the
because
shit
it's
into it.
ultra strong.
Right, but even the Ultra Strong has a tensile strength of a fucking one ply, dude.
We're not getting the same
Nah,
ultra strong then. That
No,
shit's
no,
like duct tape.
No.
Can you
Yeah,
imagine
there we go. That's using duct tape.
wiping your ass
to
with
wipe
duct
your
tape?
ass.
That sounds
You
awful.
don't even have to wipe it. You just stick it on and stick it off.
The only thing that comes off is
Yeah,
your
it's like
skin. The
waxing
shit
yourself
stays.
clean.
Yeah, you get the shit. The shit comes off on it.
No, the shit
Gas
stays
hair
on your
comes-
skin. You're pulling your skin right off.
And the hair.
Oh yeah,
That's
and
what
the
I'm
hair.
saying.
Don't worry.
Why are we talking about this?
I don't
Oh
even
yeah,
know.
Stein said Charmin Ultra Soft.
I mean, I based my whole username Skemptobird off of one single meme of Tony Hawk saying "scamped board." So,
yeah, but you spelled it wrong.
you spelled it wrong.
No. There's definitely a P in the word Skemptobird.
You know,
Mhm.
it's funny you say that because there's not.
It sounds like there should be.
Yeah.
It sounds like your mom.
My mother is a
got him.
fabulous lady, so I'll have to ask you to keep her goddamn name out of your mouth.
I don't know her name.
It's mom is fine.
Dorothy Mantooth is a saint.
Exactly.
Wait, isn't it?
It is. See, shut the fuck up, Stein.
So,
Yeah, relax, dude. She's married. Okay.
is she a MILF though?
Oh. Oh.
The face he just made.
Why would you do that?
Dorothy Mantooth is a saint, Stein. All right.
Who?
Holy
What?
fucking shit, Stein.
You say Dorothy Mantooth?
Yeah, she's a saint.
Yeah.
Who's Dorothy Mantooth?
What do you mean? You don't know who fucking Dorothy Mantooth is?
No.
All right.
Ah,
We're
dude.
getting into the Stein, have you ever watched the movie Anchorman?
It's been a while. I don't remember very well.
Okay, well you're gonna have to watch that movie.
Yeah.
again.
I will.
All right. Then you'll know who Dorothy Mantooth is.
Oh my
That's your
God.
homework.
Did your camera just literally refocus because your sneeze was so hard?
I think so, yeah.
Your sneeze was so hard, you scared your camera into refocusing.
Yeah.
Your
called-
camera was like, who's that?
oh, sport mode. It's called Gusto, first of all.
Chutzpah.
You have chutzpah.
Chutzpah.
You have chutzpah.
Chutzpah.
I do have to tell you that I had to look up a couple of the words and how to pronounce them because I had no idea that's how you spelled those words.
I could not tell you how to spell chutzpah.
Dude, when I
but you pronounced it
was like,
flawlessly.
what's a yamalki? Yamalki? Oh, yarmulke.
Yaml.
Oh, that's how you
Yarmulke.
spell it. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
It's spelled pretty weird.
Yep.
There's a lot of words.
Chutzpah I got
in-
pretty right off the bat.
Chutzpah.
Yeah.
Bubby I had to look up because I know everybody's got a bubby, but technically it's pronounced bubba or bubbe according to the internet. However,
Bubba
I do
or-
know
Bubba
it's
or
bubby.
Bubby are both acceptable.
Right. That's all I'm saying.
Fine.
Exactly.
I was gonna say, can you give me your best chortle? All right, now do your best cackle. We didn't
That
hear
didn't even
a
come
word
through.
of that.
Oh, that's cut out?
I
whole
completely
thing
cut
cut
out, dude.
Yeah, it's too
Oh,
loud
it's not
for the
picking up.
microphone. Back away
it's
from
not,
the
it's too loud,
microphone
it's
and do
too-
it.
It's too high pitched.
No, roll yourself back. Keep going.
Now do it. How
No, we
is it
still
not
can't hear
picking this up?
Okay, move to your left.
Hold on. I'll turn the gain up.
Wait,
No, down.
Yeah, gain's got to go down.
Down.
This is so stupid.
All right, I could do it lower pitched.
There it is.
So just picture that, but like really high pitched.
So it basically just can't sense your dog noises.
Yeah, my dog noises.
Yeah, your dog ear noises.
All right, Stubbs, your
Barf.
turn for your best cackle.
Oh no.
Yif.
What was that?
You said best cackle.
Oh my god.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Does not want to pick up.
I can't wait for you to watch this video.
Yeah, I'm just sitting here like,
Yeah, this is what to us this is what you look like, by the way. So when you're doing what you're doing, you just look like there's no sound, it's just you're making that funny face at us.
Dude.
Oh. Dude, that was
What
fucking
the hell?
ridiculous.
that's awesome. Wow,
That was
incredible.
really funny.
Wow.
Oh.
Fucking A, Stein.
Wow.
Broke Stubbs.
Oh, I think that actually picked up a little
Kind
bit.
of.
A little bit, yeah. You sounded
Wow.
a little bit like Salacious Crumb.
Yes, that was pretty much spot on with what it sounded
Yeah.
like on my end. So
Wow.
that and like Frank.
There it is.
There it is.
Sorry, that was Chewbacca.
Yeah.
Oh, how you doing, Chewbacca? I didn't know you were here. Oh, dude,
I
Arnold's
wish-
here too.
I wish
Oh, how you doing, Arnold?
I mean, there's a meme out there that shows that like overdubs Arnold on Chewbacca.
Is there?
It's fucking amazing, dude. It's just like
Overdubs.
yeah, do it. I'm here. Yeah,
You're so good at that.
it's years of practice. Come here, kill me. Yeah. What's your guys?
Week?
I would go. We'll go with Reskos' question first. It was great, dude. It was fantastic.
Fucking tastic.
Yeah, prepping,
Hells
ignoring
yeah.
ignoring what I have to do to edit the last podcast. So
Yeah.
Well,
did you
how
edit
you
that
doing,
yet?
Stein?
Yeah. I fucking get right on it. Yeah.
What?
That's my impression of Stein editing the next episode.
Yeah. mhm.
My impression of Stein doing anything. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty
What's up,
accurate. That's what I do.
Einstein?
Kim's just like, honey, can you grab me a glass of water from the kitchen? Oh yeah, got it for you, honey. Yeah.
Totally accurate.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
That was my best Kim impression.
That was very, very good. I'll make sure she tunes in to the next episode. She tunes in every episode, but
Kim,
How's
that
that
wasn't
this time?
supposed to be. I apologize. That wasn't supposed to be making fun of you at all. I'm just giving you a heads up. That was just
it was
making
nice.
fun
for
Well
dramatic effect for the fact that he sounds like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Oh,
no,
honey, I get it. Yeah.
Well, I'm hungry.
If you fucking actually bit off a piece of that plate, I was gonna fucking die, dude. You're like, yeah, fucking ceramic, yeah.
Yeah, dude, I'm hungry.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I actually get edible plates. So
Yeah,
What do you think edible plates would be made out of?
dried spit.
Oh,
Dried spit.
yeah. Probably.
God, is that what it's like having two hands? Oh, is that what it is? Jazz hands.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
fucking jazz
jazz
hands
hands.
bastards. Everybody else is like jazz hands, and everybody looks at me like, "Do you have a question?"
all right, that was pretty fucking good.
I just spit water on the floor.
Oh my god! Wow. Jazz hands.
Oh.
I think I just creamed my jorts.
Just peed my joint.
Yeah, dude.
Are those Jordache? Nice, dude.
Those jorts go all the way up, dude. Ugh.
Oh god, I can't wait till September, dude.
Oh, I know. It's gonna
Do you
be
have a
great.
question?
Everybody else is doing jazz hands. Oh, guys, stop it! This guy's got a question.
Oh god.
Oh, that made my stomach hurt.
That was incredible.
Oh.
All right. Why don't we move on to a segment?
Do we have a segment planned?
I
I don't
got
know.
I got a little game for you guys.
Ooh, games. I like games. So what's the game? What are we doing? What are we
The
playing?
game is basically 2 truths and a lie.
Okay.
Very simple. I'm
Mhm.
going to give you 3 facts, and you got to tell me which one of them is not true.
Okay. Dude, this is a perfect game for Stein because we're going to have no fucking clue.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you
All
might,
right.
but I'm going to have
Alright.
zero clue.
Well, so, during World War II, the United States government not only temporarily legalized weed production, but also released a documentary about how to properly grow marijuana plant. Number 2, Gwen Stefani is older than Ted Cruz. And number 3, Genghis Khan lived to an older age than Helen Keller.
I thought this was about you.
Oh, it can be.
Oh, no, never mind. Never mind. I was like planning, like, oh, Stein's telling us 2 truths and a lie about himself. Oh, no, just kidding. So this is
Oh, I could do
just
that
straight
too.
up 2 truths and a lie. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to say,
I think it's the first one.
no, I think that's real.
The
I think
other 2 were just weird enough to be real.
I think the last one is the lie.
I think the first one was too specific, and that screams Stein to me.
All right. Final answer?
My guess is C. C is the lie. The last one is the lie.
My
Okay,
guess
last
is
one's the lie
A.
for subs. You guess A. Okay. Stubbs is right. The last one is the lie. Actually, I did make that up, but come to think of it, it might actually be true. I didn't check.
What the fuck kind of
Three
game is
lies.
dude? You know what? We should have fucking even thought of that, dude, because it's fucking Stein, and he'd be like, "They're all lies. Doesn't matter. You got no truth. Fuck you."
Oh, I made them all up.
Sorry, I have a question.
All right.
Hold on.
All
All right,
right.
we're back.
Post cleanup of me
I know.
spitting water on my floor.
I got pickles.
Why's your water orange?
It's pink because there's some of that Mio shit in there. You know what I'm saying?
I got
Last guy's
pickles.
got-
Ooh, that was a real spicy one.
Ooh, spicy.
Oh,
Are you
All right.
eating pickles with one of those corn holders?
yes, sir.
That's smart.
Because instead of using a fork, because the fork tines usually go through it and split it, I can use 2 tines and just get right into the ones that I want and not stab anything else. And then I can stab through it and it keeps it where I need to bite. And I've got 1 bite for
At
this.
least you're not deep throating it like Stein.
Mm-hmm.
Can you give your
wait.
Stein eating a pickle impression?
Oh, I'd love to see that. Accurate. Oh my god, what's hanging out of your mouth?
Dill.
That was beautiful. Oh, dill. Who's dill?
The foreskin.
Yeah.
Yeah, the old pickle foreskin, gherkin skin. Yeah. All right.
That just
So-
sounds like an author.
Like an author?
Yeah.
Mm.
Gherkin skin.
Gherkin skin?
Yeah.
So
What
I've
kind of
heard
here's
of
a-
Gherkinston.
here's a thing for you guys. Don't eat a pickle and then drink bourbon.
Ooh. I
So
feel like that would
it's
burn.
not that it's
Isn't there a shot like that?
well, there's a pickleback
Pickleback
shop,
shop?
but I think that includes Jameson.
Yeah, those are good. I like those.
But
I want to make one now.
it kind of just tasted like olive brine, and I wasn't expecting it. I like dirty martinis. I wasn't expecting that combination.
Gotcha.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's the wombo combo.
All right. Stein, on to the next.
All right. Number 2. Well, I guess number 1 in the question order. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
All right.
The next
Number
question.
1.
Yeah. The next set. Yeah.
There is a fence in Australia longer than the distance between New York City and London. The word poggers was first used in 1943, and the longest boxing match ever took 110 rounds, or approximately 7.5 hours.
I think it's number 2.
I think it's number
But-
3.
And here's why I think it's number 2, because I'm about 65% sure that you said that in the voice channel the other day. Then you were like, nah, never mind.
I would never.
I don't know, because I feel like they would throw in the towel before 7.5 hours.
You would think.
That's a tough one. Can you repeat them again?
Oh,
So the first one is the fence in
The fence?
Australia longer than the distance from New York to London.
Correct. And then the word poggers was first used in 1943. And then the longest boxing match ever took 110 rounds, or approximately 7.5 hours.
I'm going to say the second one.
Yeah, number 2.
You would be correct. I made that up, and I did say it in the voice chat the other day.
Mostly because
Yeah.
you said the only reason why I changed is because I'm pretty sure you said 1941 the first time and 1943 the second time.
He didn't.
He didn't?
No.
Oh, well then, all right.
How many of these do you have?
I got 2 more. I got
Okay.
2 more.
Have at it, Chief.
Respectable.
Number 1. The Eiffel Tower is younger than the Titanic. Number 2. A narwhal does not have a horn. It's actually their canine tooth protruding through their head. Number 3. Hold on. Theodore Roosevelt's grandson overthrew Iran for the U.S. government.
I'm gonna go with number 2.
What was number 2?
The
Oh, the narwhal one. Right.
the narwhal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was number 3?
Theodore Roosevelt's grandson overthrew Iran for the U.S. government.
And what was number 1?
The Eiffel Tower is younger than the Titanic.
Which I think is real. I think it's 2.
I think it's. I don't think Stein would come up with the canine tooth. I'm gonna be real with you.
I got teeth.
Yeah, but you would just say tooth. You wouldn't say canine tooth.
I gotta be
I
convincing.
think it's number 3.
I think it's 2.
You're both wrong. It's the Eiffel Tower when I made it up.
How is that a canine tooth going through its head?
I don't know.
No
I
way,
didn't make
dude.
narwhals.
Looking it up.
I didn't make narwhals. Look it up.
Holy shit. It is actually a spiralized tooth. No fucking way.
Yep.
The narwhal's tusk is actually an overgrown spiralized tooth and it's one of only 2 teeth that they'll ever possess.
The other one is their dick.
That's the
not.
lie.
Hold on, before you move on, Reskos. So, in his first line of questioning, Genghis Khan died at 65, and Helen Keller died at 87. So, the third one was correct.
Damn, right as he was about to retire, too.
Yep.
Crazy.
Go on.
Hate to see it.
Damn, I was 2 days from retirement.
Genghis Khan's be like. All right. Moving on to our last line of questioning here. Number 1.
Yep.
There are more public libraries in the U.S. than there are McDonald's. Number
No.
2. During the Cold War, the CIA had its spies equipped with rectal toolkits in case they were caught and needed to escape. Number 3. The average number of limbs possessed by a human is 3.5.
This feels like a dig at Stubbs.
I hate you.
Are you?
And number 1 is the
I'm
correct
gonna
answer.
say number 1.
You think number 1 is the lie?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think number 1 is the lie. That is the truth. The lie is the average number of limbs possessed by a human is 3.5. However, if you were polling me and Stubbs specifically, that would be true.
How are there more public libraries than McDonald's?
I don't know.
Googling the shit out of this.
All right, let's we're fact checking.
2 hours later.
There's 123,627 libraries in the United States.
And how many McDonald's?
My thought process was like there are plenty of people that are missing a limb or part of a limb or whatever, so it can't be 4. The
There's
average
definitely
can't be
not
4.
Unless there's a lot of
Oh,
people
yeah, that
with
makes
5
sense.
third leg.
What's that?
There's approximately 36,500 restaurants. Oh,
Oh, wow, so it's not
14,300 in the U.S. Sorry.
That's not even close. There's like
No.
10 times more. Wow.
That's
Then I was
shocking,
realizing that every single like podunk town has a public library. Like every
maybe.
town.
Most of them have
Yeah.
McDonald's.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Most of them have double. Like most of them like multiple McDonald's.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I know. I read that and I was like, that can't be. But then I didn't fact check it. So I'm glad you did.
Well, all right.
So,
All right, last
Thank
one.
God for Stubbs.
what's that?
We have one more, or is that it?
That was it. But we can do one with me specifically
do
because
it.
I know you guys were expecting 2 truths and a lie from me. Number 1, I have 4 tattoos. Number 2, I cannot skip. Number 3, I had my first legal drink when I was 18.
Wait, I'm sorry. Hang on. You had your first legal drink when you were 18?
Yep.
Number 2 is a lie. You can't skip.
No.
Have you seen him skip?
No.
Yep. There it is.
That
If you were
was what he-
Stein and you were making up these questions, where would you put the lie? Sandwich
don't
between
think-
two truths. That's exactly where you'd
No.
put the lie.
Not gonna lie to you, I don't think he thought that far ahead. I think the lie is number 1.
Was that the tattoo one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's
Okay,
2.
so those are your final answers?
Yes.
Yeah.
Number 1 was the lie. I have 3 tattoos, not 4.
That's all. I can only remember 3.
I do not know how to skip. I have tried many
I
times.
remember him
I just
trying.
can't do it.
I
can't do
remember
it.
him trying, and it looked like Bambi when Bambi was learning how to walk.
It's pretty bad. And I had my first legal drink in Germany, where it's legal to drink at 18.
I'm annoyed.
How do you feel now, Stan?
How do you not know how to skip, dude?
I don't know. I just don't. I tried. People have tried to teach me.
Can't
I see
whistle
how
either.
it's done. No, I also can't
whistling.
whistle.
A lot of people can't whistle.
It's me trying to whistle.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, dude.
Did you just whistle?
I learned how to whistle from my grandmother, dude. My grandmother would go around the house whistling and shit.
Are you guys excited for our planned trip where we're all gonna see each other?
Hell yeah.
By the way.
Yeah, dude.
Oh God, that sounded awful.
Okay.
Yeah, we might. We're gonna try to film a podcast live, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we're all gonna.
Oh, we better.
Absolutely.
We fucking better. Yeah, maybe we could even get some guests in there. Who
We can
knows?
get a couple. Yeah.
Who knows?
Cycle
Anything
through
happen.
them.
I think that's the one we should live stream.
We
Not
just
like
stream it
that.
on OnlyFans, and then
Yeah,
you know,
Only
we can
stubs,
say
yeah.
whatever we want.
Mm-hmm.
it's it's actually a fact that anything you say on OnlyFans cannot be held against.
It's true.
Yeah. OnlyFans.com/Ebenezer Squirtmaster.
That's us.
And Lick My Nuts
Yeah.
Jackson.
Yeah, we got Ebenezer Squirtmaster. We got Lick My Nuts Jackson. We got
Stubbs.
Steven Spiel
Subs.
Meinuxberg.
Oh, that's right.
Steven Spiel My Nutsberg. Right there we go. The Holy Trinity
Steven
right there.
Spiel My Nutsberg.
The Holy Trinity.
The Holy Trinity.
The Father, the Son, and the Holy Squirtmaster. There it is.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
Wow, if we
Not
keep
the
that in, I'm
Holy
going to piss off a lot of Christians.
Fuck it, dude. Let's piss off
Fuck yeah.
everybody.
Let's do it.
To
Hey,
be
Peter.
fair, I don't think a lot of Christians are watching our podcast.
I don't think a lot of Jewish people either. Other
Yeah,
than
that's
the
fair.
ones in Stein's family.
L'chaim.
Mazel tov.
Hi, Stein's cousin. I know you like this podcast.
Who's Stein's cousin?
Cousin.
I won't dox, but her name is cousin.
Oh, gotcha. She
Yeah.
actually liked the podcast?
She said it was not bad, which is one of the nicest things she said to me in a while. So
Oh, that's nice.
All right. We're back. So I know we kind of talked about this a little bit earlier, but our friend, the lovely Mass Acorn, is hopefully going to be on the next episode. And, you know, great guy, really matches our energy well. And it kind of got me thinking, you know, what other guests do we think we would want to see on our podcast? You know, like obviously we have pipe dream guests.
you just look at the picture of yourself.
I was just thinking that same thing, dude.
No, there's just a loud bang outside.
Oh, sorry, that was me.
1 second.
All right, guys, we have come back to the last segment of the podcast.
Yeah.
Am I the asshole? This is a good one this week because I feel like there's a lot of interpretation with this one.
Oh boy.
So, am I the asshole for not buying concert tickets for my fiance? My fiance moved in with me 5 months ago. I upgraded us. So this is a gentleman talking about this, and his fiance, who's female, moved in with him 5 months ago. I upgraded us to a 2-bedroom apartment under the impression that she'd find a job and start paying a portion of the rent. It's been 5 months and she hasn't secured a job because she's picky and won't work retail, grocery store, fast food, or basically anything involving customer service. She does DoorDash, but only if I'm with her for safety, which defeats the purpose since my job pays much more than what she could possibly get from DoorDash. There's a concert coming up that she really wants to go to, but she doesn't have money for tickets. The tickets are $490 a piece, which I can afford, but I don't want to for a couple of reasons. She hasn't gotten a job, and it feels like she isn't being serious about getting one. I now pay almost 50% more rent for our new apartment, and we recently procured some medical bills. Both of us had a visit to the hospital recently. Now we have $1,500 in medical debt. Now she's all up in arms about this, blaming me that she'll miss the last performance of the artist. All I told her was that I can't really afford to pay for those tickets right now. We have debt I'm trying to get us out of, and I want to continue saving for a house and what's left, with what's left of my income. Her response was that she'd pay me back when she gets a job, but I just said I can't afford it. Sorry. Am I the asshole for not buying the concert tickets for her? Edit. Didn't expect this to blow up. So many comments. I'm seeing a general consensus to either break up, kick her out, or give her a deadline. I will consider these and definitely see how this is a major red flag now. Something I forgot to mention is she lived in another state before moving in with me, so she had to quit her job. Okay, so here's more information. She moved from one state to another state and quit her previous job. She's never had an issue with holding a job, but getting one seems to be the problem here, especially with how picky she is. So, is he the asshole for not buying concert tickets for his fiance?
Oh, I don't think he's the asshole. I think he's the idiot. Because why would you expect somebody to? If somebody is quitting their job to move in with you, I feel like that's a rather poor decision if they don't have something else lined up. And I would think you should have had the foresight to realize that the person that makes those kind of decisions wouldn't get another job quickly and contribute to rent.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it also sounds like she might be taking advantage of him.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's what I was going to say. I don't think he is the asshole. I think so. It all kind of depends on how it was phrased for me, because you said, what was the weird thing that he said in there? It was like, he told her that he can't afford it.
Right.
If he actually couldn't afford it, that's one thing. But if he was doing it out of principle, like, I don't want to, then just say that.
Right.
Don't make up lies about it.
Mm-hmm.
I do think she's being an asshole because it almost feels like she's expecting that of him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm expecting the concert tickets when you're already paying for the rent and the hospital bills and the saving up for the house.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's being an asshole, though. I think he could just... It all depends on more context.
Right.
If he actually couldn't afford it, that's one thing. But if he could afford it and he was just saying that, that's something else.
I think a big key word in this whole thing is fiance. If this was just a random girlfriend that she moved in with him, and this wasn't the case, but they've been dating and now they're engaged, which means that their plan is to have the rest of their lives together, which means they're already trying to build a life together, which is where his saving up for a house comment comes from.
Yeah.
Mhm.
However, once you start doing that, you are now talking about mingling finances
That's
when
fair.
you're talking about getting married. So now I understand, but I feel like there needs to be more communication between the two of them,
Absolutely.
between the
need
two
to
of these
talk.
things. And I also feel like a conversation between the two of them about priorities need to be set. What is the financial priority for the two of them at this moment? And it sounds like her financial priority is not getting out of debt and buying a house. It is seeing this particular artist for what is arguably the last time. Now, here's the thing. Is it an Elton John last time around? Or is it like a random band that she follows? I can't imagine being a random band because they're $490 for the ticket.
Right.
So-
That's crazy expensive.
My whole thing is that if this is a once in a lifetime opportunity, I think you go for the tickets, especially if he can actually afford them. This
Yeah.
is coming from a
That's
musician,
fair.
though.
Mhm.
And I would, if there was an artist that I've never seen that I want to see, like for example, if I couldn't afford it, like right now, I don't have a job. But if you told me Led Zeppelin was coming around and I had the opportunity to fucking see a ticket with Led Zeppelin in, like, obviously without John Bonham because he's dead, but like if it was Jason Bonham, his son, like they did with Celebration Day, came around and did a one night only show where you see Led Zeppelin play Led Zeppelin, then it's a once in a lifetime because they don't do it. It never happens. But the
Yeah.
tickets would be certainly more than $490. So like
That's fair.
it's one of those things. So I look at it as what the opportunity is and how legendary this particular artist is. But again, that comes back to the communication piece. It's like, okay, so if we do that, if I buy us the tickets, right? Let's say for argument's sake, I buy us tickets, okay? And you don't have a job in the next month, we have a problem. Because that shows to me that you're not willing to do anything for us. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Right.
the thing is it goes back to this, like, but I get not wanting to do retail because retail sucks. I get it.
Oh
But,
yeah, been there.
but when you have zero options for anything that you want to do that you're being picky about, beggars can't be choosers in this particular point, especially when you've been, and to have the respect for your partner to not want to put them through all of that financial stress and burden is another huge priority. If it were me, and if you know, and my fiance was paying for the majority of the bills, I couldn't in good conscience go for all of that. So this also speaks to the fact that she sounds like a complete and total scumbag. Like, but again, it goes back. I don't know the whole backstory, but they got engaged for a reason. Like, there's obviously a connection there, and there's obviously a reason why they love each other. And it just comes down to now. And here's a big thing for me. You don't know someone until it comes to money. You don't know who your friends are until it comes down to how they are with money and how they look at it from a certain perspective. What I
changes
mean by that is that, are they willing to put you in debt to put is that person willing to put that person in debt, or are they going to be scummy about, like, for example, like, we all go out to dinner, right? And you have that one friend that always grabs the bill and collects money from everyone, right? And they collect a certain amount from everyone, but all of a sudden, they didn't have to friggin' hand any money in because everybody else paid. You know, they don't put their fair share in. It all comes down to money. Money changes people.
Absolutely.
And that's just a straight fact. Money changes people for good or bad. Money changes people. And when it comes to something like this, this is where you really need to start looking at the foundations of your relationship. and see if your foundations of the principles of money align with that person, because you're not, otherwise you're just going to be fighting for the rest of your lives.
Right.
Yeah. I think if you're engaged and you're having these types of problems in your relationship, you guys need to have a conversation. And not like doom and gloom for the relationship, but just like, hey, like, look, I need help. That's all that needs to happen. It's just like, you need to sit down and you need to talk about it. Relationships are all about compromise. Maybe you have to compromise your quote unquote pickiness, or maybe you have to compromise some of the things that you're non-essentials that you're spending money on. But there's a compromise that has to happen.
But here's the other thing on the other side of that token, in her defense. Was he like, I want us to move in together because I love you, and now that we're engaged, I want you to move in with me. So quit your job and come live with me.
Yeah, that's the other part where I was like, we need more context.
I'm very picky with jobs? Did she say it right off the bat? Where I'm really picky with jobs, and now we're going to be doing this. And he said, don't worry about it. We'll figure it out.
That's fair, because in that case, he would be the asshole 100%.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
In that particular respect, we don't know how that whole movement conversation went down, because it could, because he could have just been like assuming she would do anything, where that's not the type of person she is.
Right.
So are you the
And at that
asshole
point,
because you said you would support her and now you don't feel like it?
Yeah, and at that point, assuming they had been together a while before they got engaged, which I would say is most likely a fair assumption in most cases, he would have already known what type of person she is, and you'd think he would have known to expect that, okay, well, this person's picky, so it's probably going to be a while.
Right.
So, you know what? I would venture to say that either neither of them are the asshole, or they're both the asshole because they're not communicating properly.
With the information given, it does certainly sound like she's a bit of the asshole. But again, these frigging am I the asshole things are always from only one side.
Right. Unless you get that rare one where the other person jumps in the comments and starts. Because I've seen that happen and it gets really interesting. I like that.
Looking at the comments, by the way, one of the first comments is, not the asshole, you need to eat and have a roof over your head. You don't need to go to a concert, especially if you can't afford the $4.90 price of admission. The original poster says, technically I can afford them. I have a decent savings right now, but I have that set aside for a future house. So I think in this particular sense, they're both the asshole.
Yeah.
Because he lied to her about why he doesn't want to do it, instead of just being like, I'm saving this for a future house. No. Like, I don't mind if he says no. Like, he's allowed to have that opinion. He's allowed to have a firm hand in that particular sense, because it's his money. It's ultimately his money. It will be their money when they get married. But at the same time, he shouldn't have lied and just said, we can't afford it because the money is earmarked for a future home purchase.
Right.
Period. That's what he should have said.
Yeah. Once the second.
But it also sounds like she doesn't know about that savings. Because if she knew about the savings, she would have said that. So he's also lying to her about the money that he has saved up.
Yeah. There's so many layers to this.
There are a lot of layers to this.
There's a lot of stuff to this, and I think they're both assholes. One, I think she's being an asshole for feeling entitled, like she deserves to go to this. Like, she's being an entitled douchebag. Like, it is what it is. That's what it is. Two, he's being an asshole because he's lying to her about why they can't go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
They're both assholes.
Final verdict.
Final verdict. They're both
y'all suck.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
I
They're
want to
both
know.
assholes.
I want to know what concert. That's what I'm curious.
Let me take a look. I'll tell you.
Oh, I swear to God, if it's Taylor Swift.
No, that would have been way more.
Are concerts that expensive? No, I haven't been to one.
Yeah. For big names like Taylor Swift, yeah. I think the Eras tour was like $800, right?
It's
My
something like
God.
that.
I can't imagine spending that much for a concert. I think the biggest name that I've seen in concert was Coldplay.
Oh, dude, Coldplay's
And
awesome.
I love Coldplay. That. I mean, I didn't pay for that. I was in high school. My mom and aunt took me actually, but I want to say that was like a few hundred, and that was pretty
The
decent seats. But that was
the
like
cheapest
wild.
tickets for Taylor Swift on her Eras tour, which was I think
I think
last
like
year.
$2,500 or something like that.
The cheapest tickets were $1,300.
Yeah.
Wow, that is absolutely insane.
Cheapest. Apparently they went up to 2,400.
Jeez.
That's just what I'm reading from this one website, but I would believe it.
That's nuts. Why does
It
anybody
was
justify
it was
that?
My Chemical Romance.
My
Oh.
Chemical Romance. Okay,
They did a
I
one-off
could
show
see
because
that.
they had broke up. They did a one-off
could
show
see
at the
that.
When You Were Young
Oh.
tour, and that's what
Honestly,
it was.
I'm surprised it wasn't a bit more.
Yeah, me too.
For that show, I can't say I blame her for wanting to go to that concert, but they're still both
No,
assholes.
I can't either, but like,
But like, it's not
look,
your money.
if I wanted to go to that tour, I'm not expecting my partner to pay for it. Like, I'm gonna figure
Right.
out a way.
Right.
Right, like if she really wanted to go to that, she could have door dashed a shit ton of stuff, or done
Yeah,
something.
she could have
Dude,
DoorDash.
right, but for safety purposes, okay, so get an online job where you're customer service.
Yeah.
Like just work from home. There's a million of those.
Yeah. Or, I mean, she can obviously drive because she's a DoorDash driver. I mean, I get the retail thing, but like,
If
I don't
she
know.
really wanted to go, she could have done retail. She could have done this. She could have done this. Just like me. Like, if I really wanted to go to something and I didn't have a job, I would figure something out to go to it.
Yeah.
I'm not going
Somebody
to
goes-
expect my partner.
Somebody goes,
To pay
after
for it.
5 months of her laziness, she's still your fiance. You are the stupid asshole.
You are the weakest link.
Bye-bye.
All right. That's going to do it for this episode of
Yeah,
the
dude.
Ridiculous Minds podcast, formerly known as You Know What, Dude.
Mhm.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. Let us know what you think. Let us know how you like our new logo, how you like our new name. And we will catch you guys on the next one.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Love you.
Bye, you.
Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do.
You know what, dude?
You know what, dude?
You know what, dude?